Hey guys, Arthur of Gaming here. Thanks for coming and checking out my videos. Today I'm going to show you the new spell effects minis that WizKids Games has, which I think are fantastic. They did a great job of sculpting them. They sent me some to check out and show off in my YouTube series, Rollout on the Up Up Down Down channel. Go and check it out. I have the pleasure of playing Dungeons and Dragons with a few WWE superstars. Which turns out to have some pretty wild times and lots of fun stuff going on there. So go and check it out. So today I'm going to have you take a look at these new WizKids minis. They're the spell effects minis. There's two different sets. One of them is the Walls of Fire, Walls of Ice, and the other one is spell effects minis themselves. So here we are with the WizKids minis, the spell effects minis. Lots of interesting things here. I love these Walls of Fire, Walls of Ice. You could even use this as maybe a wall of water. I know it looks more like ice, but I have used it as a wall of water as well. These are pretty awesome. When you do get the set, you do get 6 of them. You do get 6 of the walls of ice and 6 of the walls of fire, and they look great on your 3D terrain. You also get some other spell effects things. You get some magic portals. You get some of the Bigby's hand spells, grasping vines, maybe even like some... here we go. Here's a... Tensor's floating disc, which you could always have floating around behind your characters. You know, sitting there, you throw your gold on there. Maybe throw a pile of gold if you got a mini for that. We got like a cloud of daggers there, right there in the middle, this blue one. Another hand of some sort. I really like the Phantom Steed. It's a pretty awesome looking one. My wife currently just got Phantom Steed for her D&D character, and she wanted something as well. And so she was looking for something cool like that. If you see, there's some dancing lights over here on the right hand side, which is pretty cool looking. And this is just a clear plastic humanoid body that has these yellow globes on it that you could use, maybe set in your 3D terrain. Like I have my Dwarven Forge 3D terrain here, and you could have like this sitting over in the corner and has some dancing lights kind of hanging out there, which is kind of neat. Lots of things like spiritual weapons. You could have some, flaming swords. Maybe you worship a god of thunder like Thor and you have a hammer with some lightning coming off it, or just a hammer in general. Some maces, various spell effects that you could use for your spiritual weapons, which I also thought was pretty awesome. I do play cleric quite often, so having something like those around as a good mini to show that it's just your spiritual weapon floating around the battlefield when you use your 3D terrain like Dwarven Forge is pretty awesome. Some things like Unseen Servants. I tend to use this as well a lot of times as other things, like some really good ghosts as well, because it is a cool looking mini. It is clear, so it kind of gives some creepiness factor to it. And these, of course, look great. We go over here to our Dwarven Forge terrain that I have set up. Again, the Dwarven Forge guys were also pretty awesome about sending me terrain for my show, Rollout. And this stuff just really shows off well. So you may be fighting this woman over here who's from the Icons of the Realms Guildmaster Guide to Ravnica set, and maybe you're this paladin over here. Let me see, I got a paladin, or maybe you're just this cleric. Maybe you're this cleric right here. So you got this cleric, and he has this nice spiritual weapon that's an axe, and drops it right over next to the death angel kind of creature, and you get the spell effect. Maybe the death angel drops some walls of fire to spice up the terrain a little bit. And you can just see how well this stuff blends right in with your terrain, can really work nicely to show the various effects you have, whether it be walls of fire, maybe the walls of fire aren't there, maybe you got some walls of ice that drop down into your terrain, blocking your way so you can't get over there into melee combat. Just lots of options. I think they did a really good job with those. So they could have some sort of magic portal over here that maybe your players want to hop in and go to different planes, or maybe it's a dimension door. Maybe not the clerics can cast dimension door, but maybe they have a wizard friend who does, and they can drop it down there and they can hop into the portal and dimension door out of there before they get killed. Various things that look really great on 3D terrain. I think they can really do a good job of enhancing your game. As I said in some previous videos, I know, especially with new players, I've been playing with a lot of new players lately, and they tend to really enjoy the 3D terrain and the minis because it helps them visualize where things are on the battlefield. This makes it easier for them, non veteran gamers to really picture how things go. So go ahead, check those out. Spell Effects. They're awesome. They're by WizKids Games. Terrain is by Dwarven Forge, and they are great. So go and check all those guys out. Take care, guys. May all your D20s come up natural 20s. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to follow me on Instagram, The Arthur of Gaming, and to also go to www.wizkids.com to check out some of the minis that I've shown here, and www.dwarvenforge.com for some awesome terrain like I had on this video. Take care.